AFC West last year was won, of course, by the Kansas City Chiefs. They seem to have a stranglehold over this division every single year. They won the entire conference last year, going 14-2. This is a team that it looks like they're primed to maybe run it back, but there's questions too. They've played into the Super Bowl very late into the season the past 2 years. Is that fatigue possibly going to get the better of them? Are we going to see maybe one of these younger teams like these, I almost called them San Diego, Los Angeles Chargers.
That's who they are. No,
that's who they are.
That's who they are.
Well, they don't have any fans in LA, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. Yeah. So like the Chargers, are we going to see the Chargers and an old Air Bear down there? Throw Mahomes. Like he's looked like he has a lot of potential. So why don't you tell us, what do you think about this division? Just thoughts on this division.
In general, it's Kansas City's to lose. I think Vic Fangio is one of the hot seat guys. So we're going to – all I'm going to say is we're going to see Drew Lock next year. You have not seen the last of Drew Lock. And, I think we're going to get a step for the Chargers. I think everybody expects them to be a lot better just because of Herbert, but it's a first-year head coach. So you gotta bring that into – that's part of the equation. There's systems that people have to learn. So I think people need to cool off on the Chargers a little bit. And then the Raiders, I'm not a John Gruden guy. I don't think they're going anywhere. So that's my Raiders take. I know everybody loves the Raiders. They think Gruden's going to turn it around. They got Derek Carr. They got 6 billion receivers that you can throw to. They just got rid of they gutted their entire offensive line. I mean, if you can't protect the quarterback, then what matters if you have 4 guys that can run a 4.2 or less? Did
you hear they called the Bears to try to trade for Khalil Mack? It's the most bizarre thing ever.
It's worth the phone call, I guess. It's worth picking up the phone
call. Might as well. I mean, although Gruden does not have a good history with phone calls as Raiders head coach. Speaking of you, Antonio Brown. Anyway, let's talk about.
Oh my God, Antonio Brown was on the Raiders.
Yep, for all of a week. All of a week. God, I've never seen someone piss away $30 million so willingly like Antonio Brown did with that team. It was painful to watch. Anyway, let's get to it. Ben, why don't you run us through your predictions for this season?
Yeah, 4-12 for the Broncos. Vic Fangio is gone. We're going to see Drew Lock probably by week 6 or 7. He's starting Teddy to try to save his job, hoping that Teddy's not going to turn the ball over. But the Broncos team is not good enough to win games with Teddy as their quarterback. Therefore, see you, Vic. Chargers 8-8. That's what I said. New head coach. There's only so much you can do. It is going to make I think they will finish second because I still think the Raiders are a 7-9 team. Not enough talent there. And I just don't trust Gruden to get a team into the playoffs. Maybe next year. There's always next year, Raiders fans. He's there for
that's what they've been saying. That's what they've been saying for the past 3 years. There's always
great
next
stadium
year.
Though. Maybe it'll be rocking this year. Who knows? Home field advantage might be a thing. Speaking of home field advantage, though, the Kansas City Chiefs, that place is loud all the time. It's going to be even louder this year. 13-3 for the Chiefs is really just kind of coasting to 13-3. I think those last 3 or 4 weeks they'll probably have the division locked up already. But it's the Chiefs. They are who we thought they were. That's all I'm going to say. They've rebuilt their offensive line a little bit. It might take a little bit for that to gel. Some close games early on. Expect that. But yeah, I mean they're still good. The Kansas City Chiefs, certified, still good. So don't have much else to say on besides that.
Yeah, I agree mostly with what you're saying. The only thing I will say is I think the Chiefs are going to have a little bit of a harder time this year. I think that fatigue is going to catch up to them a little bit. We've seen that with teams in years past who have made the Super Bowl multiple times. There's always one year where they're just it doesn't seem to be clicking right, and I think that playing into because they've gone to the AFC Championship game, then the Super Bowl again the past 3 years. So I think eventually we're going to see some remnants of that, but I think they're going to figure it out. There's a great team. And like I said, they're kind of just by default going to go 12-5 for me. After that, I got the Chargers going 10-7. And this is a team that I think has like they have an ability to surprise some people this year. I think Justin Herbert is that damn good. He had, 31 touchdowns, 10 picks last year, and 15 starts. This dude has all the ability in the world. He's got some receiving help now. They're getting healthier on defense. I think they're going to take a little bit of a step forward. Now, does that mean they make the playoffs right off the bat? Maybe not. They're definitely not going to be challenging the Chiefs for the division, but I think they're going to start giving the Chiefs trouble, and then this is going to, like, we're rating which team's going to be the one to in the division to kind of like maybe knock off the Chiefs, or the Chiefs got to look behind their shoulder. This is the team. If you're in Kansas City, maybe not next year, but 2 years down the line, you better watch out for old Air Bear down there. And then, I look at the Las Vegas Raiders and I see 6-11. I look at John Gruden always grinding his way to 11 losses somehow every year. It always happens. It's going to happen again. The only reason he has a Super Bowl is because of John Lynch and that amazing Bucs defense. That offense was terrible. He's an offensive guru, but I've never seen a functional offense outside of 1 year with Rich fucking Gannon. 1 year he made Rich Gannon look amazing. And he's a grinder. He's all these Gruden quarterback camps. And what do these quarterbacks do when they go to look at his tape. Look at his tape. Yeah, I love that spider 2 wide banana. I don't know any other plays, but that's a goddamn good play. Spider 2 wide banana. No, he's 11 losses. I'm giving.
I was just going to say, John Gruden's never seen a quarterback that he doesn't like. I mean, John Gruden loves every quarterback. He was the only guy that was willing to give Nathan Peterman shelter, and he let him. He let him take every snap in the preseason. That's a fun little fact for everybody. Nathan Peterman took every snap for the Raiders this preseason. Marcus Mariota was hurt, and Derek Carr was just not playing because apparently Derek Carr is too good to play in the preseason now, which is wild to me. I don't understand why teams have been doing that, where they just sit there like average quarterback during the preseason.
Hey, I'll have you know, man. I'll have you know, there's a good reason the Ravens didn't play Joe Flacco in the preseason all those years, man. That's why we got to the Super Bowl. Joe needed the juice. He needed the juice come playoff time. But I look at the Raiders and I see 6-11, and I think the Broncos, they're going to have a very tough start to the year with Teddy, and that's not an indictment on Teddy. I like Teddy Bridgewater, but I think on this team at this time, he's not going to be able to really get it done, and he's not going to be able to save Vic Fangio's job either. We're both on the same page. I love you, Vic. You're an amazing defensive coordinator. You're going to have a job again as a defensive coordinator, but you're not a great NFL head coach. That's just the truth. So 6-11 for them. That's me being a little optimistic too. That's me thinking that Drew Lock comes in and, salvages the rest of his career, because this really put him back. Like, that was the one thing coming out of this quarterback competition between Teddy Bridgewater and Drew Lock. I was like, how bad does Drew Lock have to look in practice that Teddy Bridgewater beat him out for the starting job?
I'll tell you, it's Drew Lock is a gunslinger, and he will turn the ball over, and he's going to be making rookie mistakes his entire career. And when you're a guy who's trying to save his job, Vic Fangio, you look at that and you go, we're going to lose games if we have that guy out there. I would rather play it safe and have Teddy check the ball down 15 to 20 times a game, rather than Drew Lock, who's going to be throwing it deep, 25 times a game. But it makes no sense, because the group that they have of pass catchers out in Denver is perfect for, like, they built that team around Drew Lock, and now they're putting Teddy in, and it's just kind of like it just doesn't fit. It's not a good fit. It's not going to work out. They're going to be losing, and they're not going to be scoring. And there's going to be a change of quarterback, and the offensive coordinator is probably going to get fired, and then Vic's going to get fired. This is how these things happen. They happen every year, and it's just going to happen again with the Broncos this year.
Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.